even calculate if it's to your advantage to take a detour. So it'll factor that cost that it would cost to drive you to the further gas station to see if it's worth it for you.
And phone, we use a lot. Like, we all want to save money on phone, whether it's our cell phone bill. We use Skype like it's going out of business. We use it all the time.
We hope it's not going out of business.
Yeah, exactly. But we use it to our advantage because we're like, it's free. We can do conference calling. I'm sure all of you have used Skype at one point or another. Gmail phone is another great tool you can use.
And in terms of phones, well, this website I pointed to for the fuel, billshrink.com for your cell phone plan. Everybody probably pays more than they should for their cell phone plan. And what BillShrink will do is automatically, so I have a Verizon phone. So I put in my Verizon username and password, and it links up to my Verizon account. I put in, okay, how much am I talking, who am I talking to, and it will say if I'm overpaying for my plan and show me if there's another plan available to me either on Verizon or on other carrier. Now, I'm in a contract, so we're saying, okay, is it worth it for me to leave my contract and pay that penalty to get the savings on another plan? It may or may not be, but if it is, you can go to sellswapper.com, and this is where you can potentially swap your plan with someone else who's maybe it's a better fit for you.
Exactly. Okay, shopping.
Shopping. We
This
all
is the
love
fun
shopping.
So there's a few things we wanted to talk about here. So the first thing, okay, this is something called the 6-item challenge.
Wait, go get it.
Okay,
Oh,
Andrea, do you want to hold
get
that
it?
up? Okay, so this is not my ward. This little suitcase is what I have, not for this trip, but for the month. Okay, so I have 6 items in this suitcase that I'm wearing. So it's basically this challenge, this experiment to wear 6 items for 30 days. Sandra did this challenge. I'm doing this challenge.
You can wash them.
I think
You
I'm
can
next.
wash them, but
Notice how we're standing further away from Anne. Sorry to stop.
exactly. You can watch them, but the point of this challenge actually was for us to really kind of be more mindful about what we're buying, why we're buying it, why we need these items. And so we did something, and this is something I would encourage everyone to do, called the hanger test. So basically you go home and flip all of your hangers backwards, so they're all facing the wrong way. Every time you wear something, put it back on the hanger and put it in the closet the right way. After like a month or a couple months, you will clearly see easily what you actually wear and what is just sitting in your closet. Are you an emotional shopper? For me, I was a zombie shopper. So I would just go and shop, but it's like if you are an emotional shopper or an impulse buyer, so many of us buy on impulse, especially when it comes to clothing.
Yeah.
And then the items are just sitting in your closet. So this challenge, I will say, I don't know how you felt exactly, but for me it was an eye-opener to say, what do I really need? Do I have the essentials that I can invest in? And then where is my money going? So for not shopping for 30 days, it was kind of a nice exercise to really pay attention.
How much do you think you've saved by not having to shop for your new stuff over the course of a month?
You know what? Probably I would say like maybe a couple $100s. I don't think it's that extreme, but now it's like when I go out looking, I'm like, does that actually fit my life? Would I actually wear that? And we do also shop for like fantasy lives as well. It's like, oh, I'll get this great dress and wear it to this event, and it's like, no, I don't have an event, and and it's nice to like have great things in your closet.
It looks good on you, but you're never gonna use it.
But let's be real, and I'll be honest, I have so many things in my closet with tags on them. And it's like you look at them and you're like, oh, and then you don't want to get rid of it because you spent so much money on it.
But
the whole point is for us, it was kind of focusing on like what are the investment pieces that we want to invest on, and to be more mindful. And to be honest, you don't really need that much stuff. Like I look at my closet now and I think, and I don't feel like I have a lot because I'm not a person who like keeps a lot of things. But it's like I couldn't possibly wear all of these things over the next few months, and it's like a new appreciation for what you actually already have in your closet.
And sort of going back to what Andrea's saying, she wanted to buy this dress, but she didn't have an event to actually go to wear the dress. Rent the Runway is an amazing site. Has anybody ever heard of renttherunway.com? Okay, well, there's one lady. So I actually discovered these people. I was reading a magazine, and it was a story on the founders, and I'm like, this is amazing. So basically what it is, you go online, you open a profile, and you get the opportunity to rent designer jewelry and shoes, jewelry and dresses for like a fraction of the price. So I rented a dress once that was retailed at I think $700, and you can rent it for 4 days for $75. So it's a really great opportunity if you need a really nice outfit for one particular event. You don't want to go out and spend the big price tag for some kind of designer label, and you get the opportunity to rent it for a few days. So this is a really great concept, and the great thing is that it's dry clean. They send you 2 sizes when you sign up, in case you get one it fits a bit smaller, a bit big. and all you do is ship it back, and they pay for all the shipping. So it's a really smart cookie way.
And we talked about those spending personalities. So there's some others too. So there's the yo-yo spender, the yo-yo shopper, who you don't buy anything. This is me, I fall into this category.
Yeah.
You don't buy anything for a couple months, and then you go crazy, and you think, oh, I've saved all this money, so I'm just gonna go spend it all on a ton of stuff, and you binge and purge. So make sure if you know you're a yo-yo shopper, why not have a savings account that's set up, nicknamed for my shopping emergencies? It's fine to do that. It's fine to nickname your savings account for those little excesses in life. But the key is to make sure you have the money to pay for those
Yeah, and
purchases.
also we set up this same idea around the accountability partner. An accountability partner for our spending personalities. So for me, before I make any purchases as a zombie spender, the girls are like, you absolutely have to have a plan when you go shopping. You have to have a list.
We came up with a quiz really to identify not only what kind of shopper and spender you are, but knowing what your triggers are and knowing how to avoid getting into that financial position where you're going to overspend. That's what we call the Smart Cookie Hotline. It's like, call the person who's going to be like, you do not need this.
No.
You don't need 20 bottles of 2-in-1 shampoo. It's just having people there holding you responsible.
And just one last thing too, we also had this thing Sandra mentioned it, called the rather factor. So this is the cool thing that comes from doing your perfect day and getting clear on your goals, because then anytime you go to buy something, and we do this as well, anytime we go to buy something that's not kind of in line with what we're saving for, we have to say to ourselves, would I rather have,
would I rather have this $5 latte at Starbucks? Or would I rather put that money in towards my trip to Europe that I really want to go on? So it's just defining your goals and putting them in perspective.
And making choices.
Yeah.
Making smart choices to get you closer to that perfect day.
We are huge advocates of starting your own money group in your area. Our website, smartcookies.com, is a great start to do that. Finding a money group or starting one, and I was actually talking to a lady earlier on the break, is there a money group for somebody like me who's retiring or is retired? The best part is to starting a money group with people that are like-minded and in very similar situations. So whether it's a money group of young women just out of college, whatever that may be, and they're just starting off in life, if you're starting a family, or if you're ready to, you're finishing your job and you're retiring.
Yeah.
It's really smart to find people.
Yeah, and we do have on our site an e-guide that we created. So basically it's everything you need to know to start your own money group, down to like the email templates that you can send to people, and what do you talk about in your first meeting, and exercises that you should go through, and and for us that was huge. So we're, here's all of the information, and again, you can also contact us. We've mentored a number of different money groups across America, and it's just amazing. I met with a group recently, and I'm sitting there just like so amazed and proud at what these women are doing and how amazing it is when people come together, what they can actually accomplish. So all of that information is on our site for the money groups. And we just want to thank you so much for sharing with us and being Smart Cookies today. And there really is good fortune for every one of us in the room, so let's go get it. Thank you so much.